Hello all, I am PW English working as an assistant professor at Sanjayani College of Engineering, Kopargaon in Mechanical Engineering Department. So today again we will solve some numericals on Francis turbine. So this we have already discussed. So I have already told you, but again we will discuss. Radial discharge at outlet means beta is 90. So VW2 is 0. So radial discharge at inlet means alpha is 90. VW1 is 0. Okay. If there is no loss of energy, when water flows through the veins, then we have H minus V2 square by 2G equal to 1 by G VW1 U1 plus minus VW2 U2. Okay. I will solve numericals which was asked in April 2017, 6 mark. A Francis turbine working under a head of 30 meter has a wheel diameter of 1.2 meter at the entrance and 0.6 meter at the exit. Okay. So D1 is 1.2, D2 is 0.6. The vane angle at the entrance is 90 degree. Okay, theta angle is 90 and guide blade angle is 15. So alpha angle is 15. Water at the exit leaves the vane without any tangential velocity. So VW2 is 0 and the velocity of flow in the runner is constant, that is Vf1 equal to Vf2. Neglecting the effect of draft tube and losses in the guide and runner passages, determine the speed of wheel in RPM and vane angle at the exit. State whether the speed calculated is synchronous or not. If not, what speed would you recommend to couple the turbine with an alternator of 50 cycle? Okay. So first of all, draw the inlet velocity triangle and outlet. At outlet, VW2 is 0. At inlet, theta is 90. So VR1 equal to VF1 and U1 equal to VW1. Okay. Then this is inlet velocity triangle. This is outlet velocity triangle. Okay. This is inlet tip, this is outlet tip, this is entry, this is exit. So at entry diameter, that is D1 and D2. Okay. Vf1 equal to Vf2. Now we know that this is very important. H minus V2 square by 2G equal to 1 by G VW1 U1 plus VW2 U2. That is H equal to, that is energy supplied equal to, in term of head, okay, we are writing equation in term of head, energy supplied equal to energy transferred to runner, that is 1 by G VW1 plus minus VW2 plus energy lost in blade friction. This we have neglected, okay, it is not given. Then kinetic energy at outlet is V2 square by 2G, okay, but here VW2 is 0, okay, okay. So therefore it is 30 minus Vf2 square by 2G equal to 1 by G U1 square. Now V2 equal to Vf2, okay, you see here V2 equal to Vf2, that's why this V2 square is replaced by Vf2 square. From outlet velocity triangle, V2 equal to Vf2. So 30 minus Vf2 square by 2G equal to 1 by G U1 square. Now from inlet velocity triangle, we have tan alpha is what? Vf1 upon U1 or U1 equal to Vf1 tan alpha. You see here, tan alpha is what? Vf1 upon U1. That is yes, opposite upon adjacent. So U1 you will get 3.732 Vf1. Now you put the value of what? What is this? 1 by G U1 square. What is U1 is nothing but Vf1. Okay. But U1 is 3.732 Vf1. So 3.732 Vf1 square. Okay. Then now again Vf2 equal to Vf1. So this is just adjustment. So 30 minus Vf1 square by 2 equal to 1 by G 3.732 Vf1 square. Okay. So finally you are getting the equation for Vf1. How much? 4.44. So U1 equal to 3.732 into 4.44. So you are getting what? 16.37 meter per second. But U1 is pi d 1 n by 60. So n is 263.72 rpm. Now vane angle at exit. So U2 is pi d 2 n by 60. So Vf1 equal to Vf, so we have to use the tan phi. Okay, what is tan phi? You see here tan phi. Yes, tan phi. Opposite upon adjacent. Vf2 upon U2. So tan phi is what? Yes, we have to open U2. So phi angle we are getting. Now for a turbine which is directly coupled to the alternator of 50 cycles, the synchronous speed is given as F upon Pn into 60. Okay, so it is 60 F by P. Okay. Then yes, next is where F is frequency and P is number of pair of poles. Okay. So this equation is written for one pole. Okay. And this equation is for pair of poles. Okay, pair of poles. So assuming the number of pair of poles as 12. Okay, okay, or you can take 24. If you are taking here 24, here you should take 120. Okay, this is very important. If you are taking pair of pole as 12, and if you are taking poles, number of poles as 24, so this equation is for single pole and this equation is for pair of pole. Okay. Assuming the number of pair of poles as 12, so 50 equal to 12 ns by 60, so ns is 250 rpm. But the speed of turbine which we have got is how much? 263.72 rpm. Okay. So, and synchronous speed is 250 rpm. Hence, the speed of turbine is not synchronous. The speed of turbine should be 250 rpm. Okay. It should be 250, but we are getting how much? 263 according to calculation. Now next problem, for a Francis turbine, following data is available. Shaft power is 130 kilowatt, net head is 9 meters, speed is 120 rpm, overall efficiency 75%, hydraulic efficiency 90%, VFN equal to 1.15 under root H, maximum speed at inlet is 3.45 H, assuming radial discharge at outlet, calculate guide blade angle, moving main angle at inlet, and diameter per array inlet. Okay. So we solve step by step. V1 is 3.45 under root H, so 10.35, beta is 90, VW is 0, alpha and theta you have to calculate. So sin alpha is V1 upon V1, so you are getting alpha angle. Now VW1 is V1 cos alpha by using what? Inlet velocity angle. So calculate U1, then tan theta, so you will get theta angle. Now diameter at inlet D1. Okay, so likewise you can solve the problem. Hydraulic efficiency, okay, it is VW E1 upon GH. Okay, so there is no use of this overall efficiency over here. Okay. So we have used what? Hydraulic efficiency. Now next, we'll skip this problem. Yes. Inward flow reaction turbine operates under the head of 14 meter with a speed of 310 rpm. The inner and outer diameters of runner are 510 mm and 765 mm respectively. The width of runner at inlet is 75 mm. The blade thickness occupies 16% of runner passage. The velocity of flow is constant and flow ratio is 0.22. Water leaves the runner radially. Blade efficiency 92%, while the overall efficiency is 85%. Calculate guide vane angle, moving vane angle at inlet, flow rate through the turbine, and power development width. Okay. So H is 14 meter, N is 310 rpm, D1, D2. So calculate U1, U2 first. Then hydraulic efficiency is what? VW1 E1 upon GH. Okay. Now calculate the value of VW1. How much it is? 10.17. And how much is the value of U1? 12. So U1 is more. Value of U1 is more. So U1 is greater than VW1. That's why your triangle is modified like this. Okay. This is very important. Your triangle is modified. So every time you have to see the value of VW1 and U1. Okay. So triangle at inlet will be modified. So velocity triangle at outlet will be shown as in figure. Vf1 is kf under root 2gh. Okay. Then from inlet velocity angle tan alpha is Vf1 upon Vw1. You will get alpha angle. Okay. the moving vane angle at inlet. So it is tan 180 minus theta. Okay, it is, this angle is what? Tan 180 minus theta equal to V upon U1 minus VW1. V upon, where is V upon? Yes, this is V upon this side. Okay, opposite upon adjacent. So this is very important. Then moving vane angle, yes, theta angle you are getting 121 point something. Then phi angle is 23.714. Beta is 90, so radial discharge. What is Q? It is AF into VF. Okay, so what is AF? 0.16% is lost. Sorry, 0.16. So what is given? 16% area is blocked by vane. Here, blade thickness occupy 16% of runner passage. Okay, that's why yes, it is AF. Actually, area of flow is 0.84 pi d1 v1. Therefore, Q equal to AF into VF1. It is 0.075. Okay. Now from continuity equation, Q equal to pi d1 v1 VF1 pi d2 v2 VF2. So v1 d1 is what? Equal to v2 d2. So you are getting the value of v2. Now power developed by runner in kilowatt. So it is rho Q VW1 U1 upon 1000. Okay. Yes, it is repeated. So in this way you can solve the problem. Okay. Yes. Now next. An inward flow reaction turbine have runner of 0.5 meter in diameter and 75 mm wide. The inner diameter is 0.35 meter. The effective area of flow is 93% of the gross area and the velocity of flow is constant. The guide vane angle is 23 degree. And inlet vane angle is 93. Okay, so it is more than 90. Outlet vane angle is 30. Calculate speed of turbine so that water enters the runner without shock. And power output vane, hydraulic efficiency is 91%, mechanical efficiency is 93, and find the specific speed. Okay. So to calculate speed, it is given directly. Okay. Angle is, you see here, velocity angle, theta angle is given. How much it is? 93. So tan 180 minus theta means what? U1 is more than VW1. Okay. So yes. So you can use that equation. You will get the, sorry. Yes. So you will get what? U1. Okay. Then hydraulic efficiency, by using this you can calculate the value of VW and U1 by GH. Okay. So you are getting value of V1, VF1, VW1, U1, and then overall efficiency is hydraulic efficiency into mechanical efficiency. So it is P by rho G QH. So you are getting the value of P. So in this way we have completed the numericals for ANSYS turbine. So we stop here. Thank you.